from someone. They're asking, how do you use the planner? So this is a really quick, I'm going to try to make a 1-minute overview of how to use the planner. We've got the daily, monthly, yearly planner here. And we also have the client management. So I'll get to that one as well. Okay, so in the daily planner, if you go to agentleaderplanner.com, you can actually see samples of every single type of page that's in the book. So you can see the close-up of what we're looking at. But this is the quick overview, okay? 1 minute. You've got meeting notes in here, 12 of them. So if you have your office meetings once a month or meetings with your team that you need to keep track of and some action items, that's what that's for. Next thing is you've got your monthly spread with some spots for brilliant ideas or any notes that you want to take, a spot to pick a book and a theme song for the month. Then we go on to our daily pages. So in our daily pages, what's different about this compared to any other planner is that we do have our homes to list, repairs to order, signs and flyers. So this gives you the prompts to kind of fill in and help organize your thoughts and yourself for what you're going to need to do the next day. Also, the timeline goes from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. in half-hour increments for you to schedule yourself. And then there's a bunch of just blank spaces that I called, what did I call them? Let's see what I called them, things to do, because we all have things to do. So that's in our daily pages. We also have at the beginning of every week, it goes Monday to Sunday, we have a week spread. Some people use this for their children's activities. You could use this for when you're going to schedule showings on your listings, if you want to keep track of who's going into your listings. This would be a good place for that. I use this for personal. I use this to keep track of my kids' stuff. So whatever you want to use it for, it is there for you to just plan out your entire week. You could also use this for your social media if you want to schedule your social media, or you can also use it for like goals for the week. Anyway, lots of different ideas. So you have the week spread there, but then you also have the daily pages. Someone asked about a social media content calendar. I would use this month spread as your content calendar, because I mean that's a good place to put that you can plan your social media out. Okay, monthly assessment, because at the end of every single month it's good for us to assess what we did good and not as good the last month, so that we can make sure we're making progress the following month. So a monthly assessment. Then we get into also what makes this planner different from every other planner out there. We've got our listings and our buyers. So within our listings and buyers, and now we're going to go over a minute, sorry guys. Listings and buyers, name, phone, email, property address, lead source that it comes from, and then we've got bedrooms, bathrooms, garage, essentially, square footage. Essentially what's on here is a cheat sheet for you, so that when you have someone call about a listing that you have, then you can easily reference it because you'll have it at your fingertips. You don't have to grab your phone, you don't have to look it up, right? You got the information. I also take this with me when I go meet a new client. This is where their information goes, and then I'll walk through their house. The reason why this is a 7x9, 7.5x9 is because you can easily hold it in your hand and write with it. So when I walk around a listing or meet with a client, I'll sit and take notes. The other thing I like about this is if I get a phone call, I'm driving, don't judge me. I pull it out, I stick it on my console, and I can make a couple quick notes or at least grab their phone number if I'm driving. List your square footage, land size, age, timeline to sell, payoff amount, listing date, listing price, comps, place to put your comps so that when you then have your listing up for sale and the appraiser calls or another agent calls and says, hey, what comps did you use? You have now had them written down here. Place for notes, place to schedule your photographer, and schedule when you're going to do paperwork. So really great prompts to keep you organized. Also, the lead source is on here so that you forever can have this as a record for what, sorry, I need to quit coughing. You can forever have this as a record of where your business came from for the year, and then it helps to prompt you to remember that. On the buyer sheets, what we have here is, of course, date, so we know when when they contacted us or we contacted them, name, address, phone number, email, time frame to purchase, their price range, again, lead source from where they came from, bedrooms, bathrooms, garage, square footage, land size, age, those main criteria that they're looking at. Of course, they may want like a fireplace or a 3-car, well, we have garage on there, but something else that's odd. There's space for notes. Do they have a home to sell? Agents always forget to ask that question. Do they have something to sell? Then you can be able to help them sell and help them purchase if you set them on a search. And if you're in my trainings, you'll understand how important that is. Notes for who their lender is, and then when you're going to follow up, or your follow-up, what has happened, right, with your follow-up. I did forget to mention as well that in the listings added to database, we want to make sure that we always add the client to the database that we have so that we can do our follow-up. So the last thing that we have here is our notes section. So you've got 50 pages. I think it's 50 pages of notes in the back of the book. So for any other random thing that you need to make notes on, you've got these wonderful, beautiful dotted lines here for notes in the back. Hardcover this year, plastic coated tabs, and also super awesome theme with quotes at the beginning of every single month. So what you've got here is you have your first half of the year, second half of the year. First half of the year is gray on the back. Second half of the year is yellow on the back. Front covers are identical and super awesome. So those are our two colors. So you can get the full set at a discount for $99. That saves you $18 to get both of them. A lot of information in here. This is like my life. If I lose mine, I cry. Haven't lost it, but I would cry. Okay, so then what else do I have? So I have the client management planner. So the client management planner is only buyer or listings and buyers. Okay, so you're going to wonder why, why? Some people don't like my daily planner. It's okay. I still love you. It's all right. If you don't like the daily planner, you have something else you like, or you have an 8.5 by 11 you like, or something, that's fine. But having the listings and the buyers right here is super important. Not to mention, this is your record. So if you have to go back and catch up on your database, or send out your Christmas cards, or add them to HomeBot, or whatever it is that you're going to do, check to see where your lead sources came from, where your business came from the whole last year. You now have a record of that. So this has 80 listing and 80 buyer pages. That's what this is. Super thin, easy to carry. A suggestion that I actually happened to be my sister, was that she wanted both. And I'm like, well, why do you want both? Because these pages are in this. And what she said was, the way she's going to use it is the listings and buyers that she puts in here, those are the contacts, people that call her. But when they actually solidify and they're going to buy, or they're going to sell and they're going to go through, this is going to be her book of essentially closed business. Instead of, sometimes in this book we have people that call and they never come to fruition. So this is like the rough draft in the listings and buyers, and this is her final draft in listings and buyers. So client management planner, this one's only $25. And again, it's got 80 in here, so this should last you 80 buyers, 80 sellers. Last you for a while. Okay, that was not a 1-minute overview. It was an 8-minute overview. I'm sorry. But planners are in. They are ready to ship. So if you want to grab yours, they are limited supply. I only have 500 of each half of the year. So 500 total for 2022. Client management planners, I should always have those. But hop on and get yours ordered as soon as you can, because they are amazing and you will love it, and it will change your business if you use it like any tool. Make sure that you use it so that it can benefit you. So happy Wednesday, you guys. And you can always message me if you have any questions, or comment down below, and I will go ahead and respond to you if you have any questions about the planners. Okay? All right. Have a good day, guys. Bye.